Morning Hustle Show, L'Oreal. We have a very special guest in the building. One of my favorite guests of all time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mario is in the building.
Mario.
I could say it like that. I could have said it like that.
Do it. I was waiting.
Mario.
Let's go, Lori.
Don't ever sleep on me. Don't ever sleep on me. Oh, my God. So let's talk about, you have so much going on. You have a new album coming out.
Yes.
6 years since your last album, which it feels like it hasn't been that long because you've dropped music in between that time.
Exactly.
And then you got brand new singles out right now, videos, Christmas movie. I mean, we're going to talk about everything. But let's start with the title of your new project, Glad You Came.
Glad You Came.
Out.
What's the first thing?
Is it Glad You Came out or Glad You Came? Which one is it?
It's just Glad You Came. It's Glad You Came.
Okay.
You know, what's the first thing that pop in your mind when I say that?
What do you think the first thing?
I'm asking you. I don't know.
Glad You Came. Over.
Okay,
right?
There you go.
Hell no. It's obviously.
It could be that too. No, honestly, it's all encompassing. You know, when I first started this album with James Fauntleroy, who's my writing partner, executive producer with this, we started with this record, and I wanted to write a song called Glad You Came because I felt like there was, when you're making the album and you're making something, you're going through the motions of finding, you know, the concepts, finding it. I wish that everybody could be in the room with me, but at the same time, I need that time to process through the music. But it's celebratory, you know what I'm saying? Because once you finish it, once you get to a point where you go through these like ups and downs in life, you go through these ups and downs and how you feel about the type of music you want to do, and then you finish it and you're like, yo, I'm glad I stayed in this moment. But I wanted to make the song about a woman, and I wanted to make it about my experiences with a woman where I'm putting all the energy into how she feels. I'm paying attention to how she responds to me. I'm paying attention to how she responds when she's by herself. I'm paying attention to the fact that if I start something, I gotta finish it. And so the song is definitely about her having an orgasm.
I can tell.
But it's also about the being present in it, right? Because a lot of times, like, the goal shouldn't be like, okay, I just need to, I gotta just make her have a. The goal should be, I need to understand why she is having one. I need to understand why she feels. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, that's true.
Why is she feeling what she's feeling? And also, what is it about me that she enjoys the most? You know, sometimes it's like the same thing she like about one person is not the same thing she gonna love about you. You may do something different that makes her feel appreciated, seen, heard, all these different things that lead up to that moment, right? I feel like with a woman, it's not just one thing. It's a gumbo of things that make a woman reach her climax, right? But also, just in general, being glad you came is more also like, I'm glad you came to experience this with me. It's a whole moment, but it's encompassing. The whole album is vulnerable, confident, creative, imaginative, and you know, just greatly produced and written.
I love that. So would you consider yourself a pleaser or a giver?
For sure. 1000%. For sure. So and it's not only just physical either. It's also mentally, it's also spiritually. Like, it's not just physical for me. Can't be. I won't enjoy it. Well, I don't think we would enjoy it.
What if you don't come? Glad you came,
me?
but what if you don't come?
What if I don't?
Yeah.
There's been situations like that. I'm one of those people where it's like, it takes me a while. So
really,
yeah. We getting personal quick. We just at the top of the
you
interview.
Started there.
Glad you came. Started there.
And I will say, because when you lead with something like that, of course I'm gonna look at it like this is gonna be a very sexy album.
Honestly, it's intellectually sexy more than it's just about sex, because I like to write music that's gonna last a long time. Like, I think that it encompasses all of it. Like for example, You 101, right? The way I write is metaphoric. So even with Glad You Came, I'm literal in certain lines, but a lot of it is metaphorically written. When I say, I listen to what you say, girl, I'm watching what you do. Ain't the type of could leave you with your hands out, asking if it felt good, finish what I started. Like, I'm not gonna leave you hanging. Like, I'm not gonna let you please yourself, and then I'm not like, nah, let me finish what I started.
Yeah, because I do think that's a little disrespectful if a girl starts pleasing herself. That means you didn't.
But some girls like to do that too.
Okay.
You know, so you gotta find a balance, like, you know, but. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's getting hot in this thing.
But You 101, for example, I got a song on the album called You 101, right?
Okay.
And that song, though it's sexy or it's sexual, it's talking about me studying you so much that I could teach a class on your body. But I'm, you know, so it's like I like to find ways that's creative to talk about it, about sex and intimacy, without it being so like, let me take your mind on a journey.
Yeah.
And then we get to it.
So some people have uncomfortable situations, like where they can't come to their partner and talk to them about their body or what makes them feel good. Were you always like this, or was this something that came when you got older?
I think I've always been like this because I started early. You know, I grew up in a super fast household. You know, so I started early, and I think with me starting early, I had to discover the parts that were non-physical about intimacy later. So I started discovering that part in my late 20s, like, okay, wait, it's more to it than just being physical.
Right.
You feel me?
Because what does a fast household mean?
It just means like I'm seeing everything. Like I'm running in, I'm walking in rooms and seeing sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Okay.
Like, you feel
me?
It's like, so.
At a young age.
At a young
exactly.
age. You feel me?
Because you've been outside too. So not that on top of it. So it's like you've been singing since you were really young. So you got exposed to things that way.
For sure.
Plus,
but surprisingly, when I started, I wasn't as promiscuous as somebody may think. Like I wasn't like one of those artists that was knocking down everything. Like she like.
They don't believe you in this room.
Real, no, I wasn't. Like I'm one of those guys. Like if I haven't dated girls, and like you not gonna find, like you might not find one of your friends that I slid on. Like, you feel me? Like it's gonna be hard for you to find that because. One, I'm picky. Two, I don't be outside like that. You feel me?
I will say that, like the rumors, when it comes to rumors from you, it's like I haven't heard many, but you kind of spill your own tea in time, or like when you feel like, because you have a girlfriend right now, right?
Yeah.
And you took her to Michael Rubin's party. What made you bring her there? Like, I feel like that's a place I wouldn't want my girlfriend to be.
Nah, that's crazy. It wasn't. It was actually a white party in Malibu.
Oh, but it wasn't the same one.
No, it was a different one.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we go out together. Like we go to specific things together. Like we don't just go everywhere. But like, that was one of them ones. I had to take her. Like I wasn't gonna pop up over there. It's too many girls there. Like I'm bringing my girl. Like
right.
Cause like it's like you gotta pick. When you in a relationship, I feel like if you respect your partner, you gotta pick. You gotta move in a way that shows respect. Cause everything's connected. Everything on the phone. Everything is. Exposed in a sense. Right. Last thing I need or I want is to go home and be like, you had 10 girls at your table. She ain't like that, but at the same time, it's a respect thing.
Right.
It's just respect, yo. Like, it's respect. So yeah, of course. And she put that shit on and she came out. I was
gonna say, did you expect it to go super viral like that? Because I don't feel viral? Like it did. Really? It was pretty much everywhere. It went pretty viral, and I mean,
never expecting it. I post a video of us or something, and they post it up, and then people start talking. But I mean, I think celebrating love is beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't respect when people just putting like when I don't like to see people airing each other out after they don't fuck with each other no more. That's to me. That's like, yo, that's crazy. You feel me? But have you had a bad relationship situation where somebody but not put out there? No.
Yeah. Because they know their limits. Like, you're not gonna go to the internet with this stuff.
We don't. I don't play that with nobody in my life. Relationship, friends, like everybody know, like nigga, like keep my name out your mouth.
Yeah. So it wasn't the same white party where Meg and Winnie got in the fight, right? Because that.
Nah.
So two women fighting, has that ever happened to you? Like over you? Like have you ever seen two women physically fight over you?
Yeah, I seen it before.
So what happened?
I seen fans fight over me before.
Really?
I seen girls fight over. I mean,
I want to hear
I had a situation. No, so I was in I think it was in Florida, Miami or something, and it was like around my birthday. But I was also, I think this was years ago, and I had like, I had a little situation at the telly. Homies was there, girls pulled up, and these were two women that I knew separately. Like, they knew I knew each other, but they know how close I was, and I was closer with one than I was with the other one. So when it's a lot of strong women in one place, and they all feel like they know you better than everybody, it gets territorial. You know what I'm saying? I know. And you might have one, and sometimes I can see it coming, and sometimes I'm just oblivious because I'm focusing on other things.
Right.
This time I didn't see it coming. Right. And so it got crazy, and it was a situation where it was like something that had to do with ordering things for the function. Okay. And one person was like, nah, like he not gonna want that. Like we need to do it like this, and it was over like drinks and food and just something simple. what this guy like, what I like to eat, or what I like. And
I know better what he like to eat.
You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, and it turned up, and they got into some shit. I had to send one of them out.
Did you end up with the winner?
The winner is crazy. The winner is crazy. Honestly, the opposite.
Really? Because you felt sympathy because she got her ass
Not even.
whooped.
It was just the one that I was more connected with.
Oh, so you really was more connected with one of them.
Yeah, but it wasn't obvious. It wasn't obvious. It was just like we knew each other long enough.
You didn't mean for them to meet up in that sense. Guys ain't right. Why'd you even put them in the same hotel? It could have been two different ones.
Because it was like one of them things where it was celebrating me. So it was like I'm inviting people that I care, like I fuck with. Like, yeah.
Which is a big difference between you being this lover boy and this Christmas movie, right? You.
That guy.
Style Teddy, me for Christmas.
Teddy, crazy man. Teddy, he trying to find love, but at the same time, he wants to be outside and kind of like just live his life, But his manager wants him to find real love, and so Raven Goodwin plays a character where she's inheriting her mom's boutique, and I'm an artist. And so I need to get styled one day. So my manager ends up going there, and she's like, "You." So she snuck behind both of our backs and put us together and had her style me out of town. So we had to stay at the same hotel and everything.
Wow.
And so like a love story, and I'm trying to show her that I'm like a good dude, but really I got like my ex still. I'm still fucking with my ex.
Yeah.
I'm still doing certain things.
Things that guys do.
Her heart gets broken, but we end up still working. I ain't gonna tell y'all no, but y'all gotta watch the movie. Yeah. It's out 14th. Yeah.
The 14th. BET Plus.
Yep.
I'm excited about this movie. This is my first. Am I missing something? You acted before?
Yeah.
So this is the first time I'm gonna be seeing you acting. What did I miss?
Freedom Writers, Step Up.
Damn, I missed a lot. Where the hell I've been?
Empire. I've done.
Okay, so I seen Empire. I seen you do a little something.
I did Rent on Fox. So
but this is your first starring role. You're
this is my first co-starring role.
Co-starring
role. For sure. Yeah.
I'm excited about this because I looked at the trailer. We didn't get the screener. Usually I get the movie ahead of time, but I guess I wasn't that special this time.
Stop.
Stop. But I say for you gave a lot of sex appeal, but you look like you did your thing in this movie.
Thank you.
Is this something that you're going to stick to with act? I mean, first of all, I know you have a tour. You got the music. I know this is a lot. Yeah. But I feel like you look good on that screen.
I appreciate you. No, it's definitely something I want to do more often. And, I've gotten a lot of different projects, but it's about finding the projects that make sense for me. I want to make sure everything I do represents something like Christmas, holidays. My grandmother, rest in peace, she made that special for us all the time. So when I heard about the movie, I'm like, I got to do this. Like, I like the concept. I love the fact that, it shows a young black woman trying to run her own business and like the ups and downs of it, and she finally like comes through in the end. Like, I love the concept of the movie. It has a lot of positive outcomes, whereas though sometimes we watch movies and it's like it just leave a bad taste in your mouth when you finish watching it. Like, it just has something that's hopeful and positive for everybody.
And it looked like you wifing up a thick queen too, so you gonna the thick beautiful. Ladies is gonna
Raven's
be
beautiful.
They already on you, but it's
Raven's
gonna be what you gonna do now.
Her personality, she's a beautiful girl. Like,
we love Raven. We love her.
Shout out to Pretty V too. She
Pretty V in there. I seen that Sincerely in there.
Sincerely.
Yeah, you got a lot of people up in there. So is there a difference between like that money bag for singing versus that acting bag?
The money bag for singing comes quicker, like in terms of shows and shit like that. But like the acting bag takes more. It's more mental and mentally taxing for you. But it's fun, you sitting in one place. So I think the acting in the long run with residuals is great. The upfront money is great too, but it's a lot more work involved because you're waking up 6 a.m. in the morning shooting till 8 p.m.
Right.
Then with touring, it's like you kind of moving at your own pace, and you don't. With acting, you have to consider everybody. You got to consider your cast. You got to consider so much in one day. Whereas though with touring, it's like you do your show, you do your rehearsals, go back to your room, you bus, whatever, chill, do what you kind of move. It's your world. Yeah. When you're an artist.
Well, your next tour is not going to be just your world. It's going to be you, Mary J. Blige, Neo.
Yeah.
That's a crazy lineup. The For My Fans tour kicks off in January.
Shout out to Mary for having us on this joint. She the queen. You know, my set's still gonna be a Glad You Came set. Like my part of the show is gonna be all get around Glad You Came and this moment that I'm having in music. Of course, doing the classics and all that, but it's gonna be geared around this experience that I want to give my fans on stage.
Which is gonna be amazing. I can't wait to see this. And
I know you're gonna be in the building.
I'm definitely gonna be in the building. But the music that you're even putting out, I was listening to Space. And I'm realizing something about you. It seems like you're going for like a little bit different vibe, like a grown and sexy, more instruments. It sounds really, really good. Is that on purpose? Are you growing up your music a little bit?
I think that there's so many different aspects of me as an artist. And when people say growing up, I think that if you look at my catalog, you go to my first album, for example, right? And you listen to records like Braid My Hair.
Which I played it the other day.
If you listen to that record, there's harps and strings and piano.
That is true.
And 808. So I've been doing real music all my life. And I came out doing real music. I think that just in the stage that this place that we're in now, music has changed so much. So you hear more like trap, R&B, 808s and stuff like that. So when somebody do something musical, it's like, oh, they're growing up. Like they're doing grown music. No, it's just good music.
It's refreshing.
It's good music. You know? That's what I like to call it. And thank you. I appreciate that. But but I would also say it's influenced by what I love, also by what James Fauntleroy loves. Like we get in the studio, we playing like some of the best records ever written in the world, and we like, yo, I want to make stuff that feels like this. You know, whether it's received by the entire world or whether it's received by a group of people that can appreciate it. This is the era I'm in of making stuff that's classic and authentic. But I'm going to continue to show people just like how versatile I am as an artist as I move forward. The next single after Glad You Came is Keep Going. It comes out with the album. That's like, Keep Going is a mixture of like classic Mario and like more contemporary R&B.
Really?
And that's the one I think people going like really, really fuck with.
You never disappoint when it comes to the music. We talked about this last time when you came to the Verses and you dominated that thing. I did see Swish trying to tease that they might be making a reboot. Do you think that's something?
I hope so, man. I think Verses is important for the culture. Like it's something that entertains us. Something that's raw entertainment. You know, it's artists get a chance to really express their personality and their talent, so it's dope. Swiss, bring it back, Swiss. Bring it back.
I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie, because we've seen some pretty shaky ones. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, y'all was the last good one.
That was the last one, period.
Yeah, but they tried to have something with, they sold it, and then they tried to do, what was it?
Who was it?
It was a group that they tried to, and when I tell you it didn't, nobody tuned in. That's why you didn't even remember it.
Gotta keep the integrity.
You have to. You got to keep it the same. So, okay, now, there's a few rumors going out here on the internet about you, okay? One in particular. Now, first, let me just ask you, is it hard to sing with like a costume on?
What do you mean?
Have you ever sung with a costume on before? You know there's rumors that you're actually on The Masked Singer. I know you wouldn't be
somebody posted me, somebody tagged me about that like 2 days ago.
They've
been tagging me. I'm like, what is going on? I went and watched them. I'm like, wow, that's crazy that they think that's me.
They are insinuating that you are the Wasp. The season just started. They are saying that you potentially could be the Wasp. And so
that's crazy.
I mean, obviously you can't tell us. Are you acting? Are you in your acting bag right now, or are you really being genuine? I don't know.
Acting right
You're doing
now.
A good job.
I got a movie coming out on the 14th called Stop Me for Christmas.
Okay.
But no, I'm not acting with you.
So
I'm not the Wasp.
Never been a Wasp.
I'm not the Wasp.
Okay, would you do would you do something like that though? We've seen Lil Wayne do The Masked Singer. We've seen a bunch of people.
I think it's fire, man. I think it's like for me, I like imagination and I like to be a big kid sometime, and I live a lot in imagination. You can hear from the way I write my music, so I would do it for sure. I love Halloween, my favorite holiday. So yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you brought that up because you just as Michael Jackson Thriller. Woo! Yes. Did you know this? They said that on the Billboard, they named Thriller actually number 25 for the biggest Halloween songs, the Hot 100. But
I'm not
number
surprised.
25?
But that's a real late number. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
it was
late.
Only 25
that's
numbers.
Late. That's late. I would go Thriller. I would put that top 5 hands down.
Top 5.
For sure. What's number 1?
Monster Mash.
Okay.
But they got to, you can't really argue
Thriller
with that.
at 25 is crazy.
It's crazy, but I don't feel like any
because when you it's so many people posted Thriller this holiday. Yeah. This Halloween, it was crazy. Because I never tapped into how many people using it until I started using it. I was like, yo, this is crazy. 25 is nuts.
That's what I think. I thought that was a little disrespectful and we should do something about it. No. Okay, so 6 years since your last album. Why 6 years?
It's been 6 years?
It's been 6 years.
It don't feel like 6 years.
Really?
I mean, we lost, what, 2-3 years with COVID? Like,
well, no, people were still outside. I seen them in the pool.
I put an album out during COVID. I put an EP out. I guess that can't be considered an album.
No, that's not an album.
Yeah.
EP is a
I don't know. The answer to that is hard to answer because there's so many things that have to align in order to put out an album, you know, these days. You don't just want to throw music out, especially when you've had classic albums. Like, you know, I don't want to just throw music out. So I take my time with my music, and that's why I drop singles in between as I'm figuring out what, because the body of work matters, the concept matters, what you're going to name it matters, where you are in your life. It's so much. You got to come out here and talk about the music. So all of it got to, like, make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
because like, know that after this album, I'm definitely like coming out with more. I'm gonna try to keep it at like a year and a half tops.
Yeah, because we need music from you.
I got you. I got you.
We definitely do, because you always come with the hit.
Hopefully, Glad You Came hold y'all over to my next album, and I think it will.
I think it is going to too. I'm excited for it. Glad You Came.
Yes.
Out. December 13th. Why is it coming?
Yeah.
It's so crazy because I do see it being marketing as both ways. Is it because they're a little scared of the Glad You Came? It's like Glad You Came out. I keep seeing Glad You Came out, and then
Really?
Glad You
That's
Came.
what they said?
I see both.
I think somebody messed up. It's just
I
Glad
think they're
You Came.
scared of your title because they think that
we ain't scared. Ain't nobody scared.
I'm not scared. Y'all scared, ladies?
I don't think they're scared. Nah, we ain't scared.
What does your girlfriend think about the title?
She loves it.
She loves it.
She loves everything I'm doing. You know, she supports it. And she like, babe, go whatever you need to do, make it happen. You know, she supports.
And then when it comes to the tour, will she be on the tour with you?
Well, she has other things in life that she's working on, but I think that it'll be like whatever's healthy. Because like, I don't think that touring is healthy for everybody. Like in terms of like the schedules and the thing, like, you know, so I wouldn't want her to like out there like every single day. Like, it's exhausting for somebody that's not used to doing it every day. But yeah, whenever she wants, she can come out.
So how do you keep up with that? What's your tour? Like when you are on tour, is there certain things that you're like, we necessarily need this?
Yeah.
And what's that?
Rest. Like, you gotta, like, I think that it's like, for me, if I can make my schedule for the whole week, like, that's what I've been practicing. Like, before I go on tour, I start pretending I'm on tour already.
Really?
Like, I eat like I'm on tour. I train like I'm on tour. I'm practicing singing every day, rehearsing. Like, you have to prepare yourself because you don't want to wait till the first week or tour to start doing what you should have been doing.
That's right.
Because you're going to feel like crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just start preparing before, just so I can get my fan. It's a lot of energy, especially when you're doing meet and greets and stuff. Like, so you got to just prepare yourself fully for it. But yeah, preparing my schedule the week before, that's when I'm in my best shape.
Right.
Like, okay, I know I'm going out on this night. I know I got a host in this night. All right, so I need to sleep to this time. So, yo, we're not going to leave this city till 2 because I want to sleep to this time. Like, it's very meticulous schedule in order to enjoy it.
But do you hold out?
If I don't.
Do you hold out?
If I don't, hold on, I'm going to tell you in a second. I see you. She want to know all the juicy
I want to know because think about it. That's training. I'm thinking boxing.
You thinking boxing?
I'm thinking like a boxer. You're training like a boxer.
Yeah, you training, right? So, but okay, answer your question.
Okay, so do you hold out during these
I don't like to have an orgasm before my shows.
Really?
Nah, I don't.
And why is that?
Because having an orgasm is like the equivalent of running 20 miles for a man.
Is that true?
It's
I read
true.
that somewhere, but I thought that was a joke.
It is. But you don't, because actually running 20 miles, although you're going to be tired, there's a certain energy lift up that you feel after it too. Right? Energetically, yeah, I think that is spiritually taxing. You know, you want to like have that energy to you because it's like you're that's your life source as a man. So it's like when you go on stage, you trying to give it to them. Like, you feel me?
Oh, that's why guys be humping so hard.
No.
They be humping the stage. I knew it was something.
I never hump no stage. I don't hump the stage. Nah.
A chair.
Nah, if I put a girl on stage, I hump her. But I don't be humping. But
has that happened?
So what?
Like you've like not messed up, but you gave in and maybe said, all right, I am gonna have sex, and then maybe it wasn't the best show, like, or not your best performance.
You just internally, I don't think people notice it, but you feel it though. You feel it energetically, mentally, because sex is a mental thing. Like this, it's not like, why you think guys who can't control it crave it so much? Because it's like they gotta like, you know, and then when you do control it, it empowers you internally. So it's like for the shows and stuff like that, yeah. But it's like, I'm not saying like everybody needs to do it, but when you do it, you notice a difference.
Really?
In your energy levels, you notice a difference on how quick you are with things. It's life source. It's energy to be used for whatever you want to use it for.
So you're liable not to have sex the whole entire tour.
You sound crazy.
What?
You sound crazy.
But don't you have like back-to-back days?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's okay afterwards. In the morning, it rebuilds.
Of course.
Come on now. I don't know if that counts.
I'm just saying. You making this up. All I'm saying is, you asked what? All I'm saying is before the show, yeah, I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna hold that because I like that. Having my energy. Yeah.
Okay, so don't look for him. Oh well, you can anyway. You got a girl.
So
well, I was gonna say, ladies, don't look for him. What? Are you an open man?
No.
Because I'm seeing this thing that's going around with Cam Newton and him saying he has an understanding with his girl. He could come and tell her.
I love that he has an understanding.
Is that a relationship to you? Like, because what if your girl came to you and was like, "Listen, we are in a relationship, but there's this one guy." What would you say?
Me knowing her, I would be very surprised.
You would?
Of course. I would be like, what? You sound...
Yeah, because I don't know.
Who are you?
No woman is doing that either, though. Guys are bold.
No woman is bold enough to do it, you say?
I mean...
Because I feel like we had a conversation the other day. She was like, babe, it's crazy. Like, a lot of the women are now, like, almost head to head with, like, cheating with men. Like...
That sounds like a hint, Mario.
Oh, Mario.
I know.
That sounds crazy. No,
it
it's
like
not a hint. We have real conversations about life and shit. Like, that's just how we are. But, nah, I wouldn't.
Y'all so grown and mature. I love that for y'all, having these conversations.
Of course.
I would have been like, why are you asking me stuff like that?
Nah, it's cool. Like, I think it's important to understand your partner and, like, just how they think about things with it. Everything's on the phone. This is the new news. Everybody, all the trends, all of the what's happening in this generation with men, women, this is that. We have these conversations because I'm a man, she's a woman. Perspective, right? I'd rather hear her perspective than read it on the internet. Because she's a woman, she's right in front of me. Why not ask her?
How do you keep your business to yourself? Because it seems like a lot of artists don't know how to do that nowadays. Yeah. And I feel like you should teach a course on it because
that's crazy.
For you to be able to exist as long as you have in
I think it's really simple. I think people just like make it complicated. It's simple. How do you, unless you wanted to be out there, it won't be out there.
I do feel like people are baiting and putting their own stuff out there, and I'm like, why are you asking me about my business?
Some people like it. You know, some people it work for. Like, if I'm trying to get people into tapping into my music because they love my music and my shows or whatever I'm doing because they are fans of that. Because what if I troll, right? And then one year I'm like, I don't want to troll no more. Is that going to stop my fame? Like, I don't, like, you feel me? Like, I want to be successful. And also I want to work with brands and I want to work with, if I go, like I have 6 brand meetings this week when I get back home. If I go to these brand meetings and they go to my gram and the first thing they see is trolling stuff out about me, they're going to be like, you know what? We don't really have the budget. Right. Or we don't have the, nah.
So what is next for you? I feel like you're doing everything right now.
So my label is called New Citizen. I got a partnership with Epic and putting this project out through. But I also have a production company, so I co-produced this movie as well.
Really? Yeah. I know that's right.
Yeah. So they brought me in, on it. They already had started and everything, but it's just a foot in the door of like doing more production stuff. I have like 7 scripts that I'm working on right now. I have other TV ideas. I have other businesses, like things that people wouldn't expect me to be in. I can't really talk about all of it, but like, I would say one of the things I'm working on right now is something with a casino.
That's amazing. Like
something that's going to be in casinos.
So
no, it's not. It has nothing to do with
that.
music.
Okay.
It just has to do with a business opportunity. But just things that are going to obviously residual income, but things that I actually enjoy, but making it something that is a business opportunity. So creativity, imagination, and just, all these things are what I continue to just, work on every day. I have, if I gave you my notebook or my notes on my phone, you would be like, I didn't even think you thought about stuff like that.
That's fire,
And I think that it's important to explore all these things while I can and while I have the resources. Because why not?
You're not going anywhere anytime soon. You've been in this game and growing.
The world, if you look at how much energy you put out into the world every day, you got to ask yourself, like, am I getting back what I'm putting out? And if I'm not, why am I not getting it back? And am I getting it back in a way that I want to get it back, or the way that resonates with who I am as a person. Those are the types of things I think about, and I think it's important to, invest in your future in that way.
I love this for you. I can't wait to see what your new business venture is.
Thank you.
We're going to be here to support anything that you got going on.
Appreciate you.
Glad you came.
Yes.
We'll be out.
You can pre-order the album.
There we go.
Now, pre-save it. The video's out for Glad You Came. Shout out to the beautiful models in all my videos. Shout out to Mayuri. Thank you for joining me on that. We got a partnership with Cult Gaia that we're working on. So yeah, it's gonna be cool.
I love that, and make sure y'all go and watch Style Me for Christmas.
Let's go.
Out right now. And you know what's crazy about that? Denzel is saying that he's retiring soon, so you could just fill in the void.
Wow. That was crazy. Honestly, I think that Denzel gonna be around for a while, man. I think that as long as they continue to give him the right scripts, like he can do this they'll always be able to find space for him.
He just told her he just did an interview. He named a couple things. He said Black
Hannibal
Panther
is crazy.
3. Yeah, I can't. Now I'm looking forward to that. I'm
that's crazy.
so looking
I love those types of movies.
Is there a role though that you might have your eyes on? Or a movie you would want to be a part of?
I think that I would love to play a movie where there's I don't want to say a legacy actor, but like someone like a Denzel, and I'm able to play beside them in a movie that maybe is paying homage to like somebody like that is like a Marvin Gaye, or like something great, like someone great, Abu Bakari, who knows, like you know what I'm saying.
That would be crazy.
Mansa Musa's brother. Like, who knows? Like, I feel like there's so many different stories that haven't been told that's about us and history of great Black people.
Right.
That hasn't been told. Like, I would love to play one of those.
I love that. And you know what's great about that? You're now a producer of a film, and you can also write. So who can write the story better than you?
I love that.
Mario, we can't wait to see you
creative.
Get in your bag
with the
for
way
that,
you speak.
with everything. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're so creative with everything you do. And that's
cool.
why we love you. Make sure y'all go and pre-order his project right now. Glad you came, ladies. Teach your man something.
Even more glad you stayed, baby.
Oh, whoa.
Love you.
Okay,
glad
bye.
you came out right now.
Bye. Morning Hustle.
We are the Morning Hustle.